Today we're going to examine the NASDAQ 100 bull market by using fractals and watching the turns as they happen. Here's a typical decaying fractal we caught on Friday. Okay, uh, decaying fractal here. That's a growth fractal from Neil. And here's a 7-up on the NASDAQ. Now, how and when did the bull market begin? Well, it started back in 2022. To the left, we have a typical growth fractal. Okay. Leg, low dip, the bottom of the fractal, the top of the fractal. It began in 2002. Now, that's on a weekly time frame. And we're going to have to take a closer look on the fractal there on the count. Very clear. Leg, little dip, and that's the bottom. Now, a couple months down the road, the rally continued through another growth fractal. Now, we're on a daily time frame here. Okay, here's the fractal. Okay, the bottom, the top. That continued the rally. Again, it rallied and kept growing. Of course, you'll have other fractals in between here. This particular growth fractal is within another fractal. We call it a nested growth fractal. A year later, okay, on the daily chart, another growth fractal appeared to continue to rally. Here's the growth fractal. Okay, little dip, leg, bottom, the top, broke the top, the trend continued higher. We can look at that fractal a little closer, and we have our count there, A, B, C, D. A dip, leg, bottom, top, continue to rally. Now, on a 1-hour time frame, you have to go to the different time frames to discover a fractal and a turn. Okay, going on a 1-hour time frame, we have another growth fractal. Okay, hence the trend will continue go up. You got the bottom here, and you have the top here. Okay, take a closer look at that growth fractal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is called a semi-quasi growth fractal. Again, more growth. Why do we call that semi-quasi? Because we have a dip, but we have a little variation here on that last leg down. That's why I call it quasi fractal. Again, you got the bottom here, and you have the top here. Growth continued. Now, the top. Okay, pretty exciting here. We're still on a 1-hour time frame. You have to look at all the time frames in order to determine terms. It's a semi-quasi decaying top. Okay, and that gave us the turn down exactly at the top there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A typical decaying fractal. If you want to take a closer look at it, here's how we count it. A, B, C, D, E. That's the top. When the fractals terminate, you can tell when they break, they lag a little. You have to wait for the break, and boom. Okay, looking at the big picture from 2022 to today, here's the graph. And in between, we have a lot of fractals appearing. The way you find the fractals, you go to the catalog and you match them. Now, A fractal will either grow or decay, okay, in theory, or when it's done growing, you can tell when it breaks the bottom of the fractal. That's called a fractal reversal. Okay, the growing fractal did trend up, and then it decided to decay, just like a flower. And look what happened. He had a decaying or growing fractal here, and then it decided to go down. That's called a reversal. And here we are today. What's next? We have to wait. The market is chaos and is managed by fractals. Either a standalone fractal, like up here, okay, or a semi-quasi fractal. You need to know the difference, okay? And that's the chaotic bull run for NADAQ 100. Just account for that top here, and we have the bottom there. For more information, you can go to my website, or you're free to visit our other Telegram channels. We have about 10, maybe 15. I don't know exactly, but you can find what you need to learn how the markets work, either on a long-term time frame, a day trading, on any market. Hank Wernicke, signing off.